Aquarius, and thank you guys so much for tuning in. So I got a little upset, guys, because sometimes when I do these videos, it'll cut me off, so then I'll have to start on another video and I kind of have to morph them together. So I had posted the Aquarius reading, but I forgot to morph it to the first part, and I had already deleted the first part by accident, thinking that I was on top of my shit, but I was not. So it just posted like midway through the video, so I couldn't retrieve the first part, so I'm just going to do this over. But basically, guys, for your June reading, what I saw was that there's really something big that you guys are going towards, but it's like you're afraid to let something go in order to get this thing. So let's see what comes up, because it really just showed that right now is going to be a time for you guys to really be in solitude because of something that you need to get done, and only you can do it. So it's not necessarily solitude in a sense where you're cutting everyone off, or just not dating or anything like that. It's more so just knowing that there's something that has to be done. It needs to be done by your hands, and you can't really look for outsource help for this. Okay, so let's see if the same thing still comes up. So you guys, I'm kind of reading for you twice today. Now, guys, please keep in mind that I do post daily energies every day on Instagram, High Vibrations 44, if you guys want to check it out. So let's get into this, Aqua, and let's see if this is similar to what I just read for you guys before. Okay. Now, do keep in mind, guys, this is going to be for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, Aquarius signs, and that all of these energies here can be transferable. So it could be your energy that I'm picking up on, or it could be someone who's close to you. Now, here's the energy that we have, the Three of Cups in the reverse. So when you have this as an energy, this is going to be, for some, maybe a third-party situation in love, where someone is, seeing multiple people. It could be a sense of not socializing as much, not going out as much. For some of you, and hopefully this is it, this isn't it, but it could be maybe depression sometimes, or just having to kind of be withdrawn at times. Okay, so I am part of this with my Aquarius rising, so let's hope it turns out good. So the first card that you guys have for your past is the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. So this is coinciding with the last reading, where there was some sort of loss that you went through. In the last reading, it just showed that there was something very painful that you guys had to move away from. So let's see why this Ten of Pentacles in the reverse is here, because this is a loss. This is feeling as if you're not abundant, whether you're losing money, whether your emotions are just being displaced and not, the best way possible. You have the Emperor in the reverse. So someone who's being fake and dishonest. Were you being fake and dishonest to other people? Was someone being that way towards you? Were you not being honest with yourself? Were you lying to yourself about something? And then we have the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. So with the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, this is when things don't necessarily turn the way that you expect them to. And because of that, there's just something that you guys are choosing not to move forward with. Now, for some of you, maybe that was a fire sign that you were dealing with, Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, with the Knight of Pentacles here. If it wasn't a fire sign, then this is going to be maybe someone who's just very, very passionate about something in life. Someone who just, they're passionate, they're powerful. They really know how to influence a room. And it seems like they do it naturally. All right, you have the Justice card. And we have the Ace of Wands. So for some of you, maybe there was this new beginning that happened for you, possibly with the fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Now, for some of you, I see a few things here. For some of you, this could have been something karmic. Now, when I say karmic, it's going to depend where you're coming from in life. This is honestly like the same reading that I did for you guys, so I'm happy it's coming out with the same message. But with this whole karmic thing, and I did talk about this in the first one that I did for you, it's really going to depend on who you are, okay? Because not every Aquarius that I'm speaking to right now is going to be a high vibrational Aquarius. And what do I mean by this low and high vibration shit? I mean, how do you deal with shit? If someone yells at you, "Oh, you fat fuck," like down the street, are you going to turn around and like shoot them in the face? Or are you going to realize that when a person does despicable shit like that, it's because they're probably miserable, and because there's probably something that they're so unhappy with in life. So it's a feeling of just not taking things so personally, and with how we address things. So a low vibrational anything, it doesn't matter what sign, It is. There's someone who they're going to be prone to gossip. They're going to be prone to attracting shitty people into their life. They're going to be prone to getting themselves in trouble. And, you know, these are the people that you constantly see them getting into shit, constantly getting into car accidents or constantly in arguments, constantly just bringing more shit into their life. A high vibrational person will realize the root of those things. They will know how to avoid those things. And anything that they find themselves in that does turn into that sort of thing, they remove themselves from it. So with this whole Justice card and the Karma card, it depends. Are you coming from a lower vibrational place or a higher vibrational place? If you're someone who has done, you know, if you've been malicious to people in the past, or if you've hurt someone, you know, greatly in the past, then this could be coming to you in a way where there's a lesson that you're about to learn now. If you have been taking a lot of shit from someone, or if you have been, you know, pushed and bruised and forgotten and stuff like that, then this is where things work out. But you know, depending on what it is, there's going to be something that comes in where either you're finding a very good soulmate connection, or you're finding something that is truly very good for you and you're cutting out bullshit, or you found something that seemed really good for you but it was bullshit. All right, so depends on, you know, what you were putting out in the universe before this point. The last card that you guys have for the past is the Page of Swords. So with the Page of Swords, this is someone who's speaking very directly. This is someone who, they're not going to talk shit. They're not going to, you know, sugarcoat something. They're going to tell you how it is. We have the Two of Wands. And we have the Queen of Wands in the reverse. So there's a sense of imbalance and anger in regards to a path that you want to take and something that you really want. And it's like you're being very honest with someone, or maybe someone's being very honest with you. And what this honesty is coming down to is the fact that someone's fed up and they don't want to deal with something anymore because they feel it's just too toxic. Maybe your energy is depleted. Maybe you've been spending too much money on this. So it's going to vary, okay? Now, in your present moment, Aquarius, the first card that you have is a Four of Wands in the reverse. So something that is imbalanced, an unstable transition that someone feels, you know, as they're going towards a new chapter in their life. So why is this Four of Wands here in the reverse? You have the Queen of Cups in the reverse, and you have the Four of Cups. So someone is feeling sad, honestly, because of something that either was not accepted or something that didn't come in at all. So this is either an offer that's not accepted or an offer that does not come in. Yeah, guys, these are literally the same cards you got, same exact reading. But yeah, whatever this is that's not working, whether you're the one who's upset or someone else is upset, cards are saying don't worry. Don't worry, this is not something you wanted to stress yourself out with anyways. Now, with the next card for your present moment, this is also the center of your reading. I do 3, 3, and 3, so this is the second card from the middle aisle here, but we have the Sun card in the reverse. Now, this could mean a few things. In some cases, this could be an unexpected blessing that comes in, something exciting that comes in, or it could be something that unexpectedly just comes out. So let's see what this is. Why is the Sun card in the reverse here? We have the King of Cups in the reverse. So lying, cheating, someone that can't be trusted, or someone who's emotionally unstable. And this is something that's still in your life. So guys, whether it's on your end or someone else's end, there could be some sort of ending. A friend that's dropped, a lover that's dropped, a job that's dropped because someone either is, you know, very emotionally unstable because of it, or someone is just not being faithful. Okay, if this has to do with love especially. The last card that you guys have for the present moment is the Page of Pentacles. So this, for some people, this could be a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, especially if they're slightly younger than you. But this could also be just the way in which you speak to someone. With the pages, this is communications. These are communicators. So the Page of Pentacles is someone who, they're going to be very, you know, meticulous and very detailed with whatever it is that they're building or whatever it is they're talking about getting into. They're going to dot all their I's. They're going to cross all their T's. They're really going to make sure that everything is sound. Okay, so there could be something new that you're working on. Maybe there's someone in your life who is trying to offer you something or talk to you about something. Let's see why this is here. We have the Nine of Pentacles. And we have the Ace of Pentacles. So there's something that you guys are working on. And this is something that's going to last long term. And it's something that needs to be done by you and you alone. Same exact reading. It's every single card I pulled. Like I pretty much pulled every single one of these cards for the first reading that didn't go so well. So Yeah, guys. So something new that's coming in. This is going to stabilize you for a long time. This is a long-term thing, but it's you. Self-sufficiency, okay? Even if you have someone that you're dating or a household full of people, this is something that needs to be created by you. It needs to come from your hands. And it's something that, again, you should not, be worried about because it's going to happen. Now, moving forward into the future, guys, the first card that you have is the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. So if there is any loss, if there is any sort of rejection that you went through or anything that just seems sudden or burdening, in any way, shape, or form, you're getting past that. So if there is money that you lost, you're recovering it. If someone rejected you, you're feeling better about it. Again, any losses, you're recuperating from it. Why is this Five of Pentacles in the reverse here? We have the Six of Wands in the reverse and the Page of Cups. So you're realizing that something wasn't successful, but at this point you feel fine. It's like you're even if it bothers you at some extent, it's like you don't feel the heaviness of it anymore. And with the Page of Cups here, again, there's new things that you guys are working on, new offers that you're working on, new things that you're building, and that's what you're focused on. All right, you guys are very powerful in all this, and there is wish fulfillment that comes in. Here we have the Queen of Swords. Now, what kept coming up in the last reading is it kept showing the Ace of Cups for you guys, and this was always in the energy here at the bottom of the deck, but it kept showing the Ace of Cups, and in front of it was the Queen of Swords, behind it was the King of Swords. So, I'm going to apply that to this because, I'm reading for the same group of people, but what I picked up from that is that with whatever it is that you guys are going to be doing right now, there's going to be a sense of leveling up. Okay, I don't always look at this queen or king energy in regards to male or female, although you can. Sometimes I just look at it in regards of how powerful an energy is. So am I the King of Pentacles today, or am I the Page of Pentacles today? That's how I see it. Okay, so there's definitely something coming in Aquarius where you guys can really level up, and I'm happy because I'm an Aquarius rising, so I am part of that. All right, so we have the Magician. Again, a manifester who doesn't need anything else. They have the sword there, they have the pentacle there, they have the wand there, they have the cup there. So whatever it is that you're building, you don't need someone else, okay? And I'm not saying that in like a you can't sit with us kind of way. It's more like, no, I got it. Like, I got it. It's just your own journey. We have the Four of Pentacles and the Three of Cups in the reverse. Some of you are protecting yourself from a third party situation. Some of you are guarded because maybe you feel depressed or you don't want to socialize, or maybe you can't socialize. But with whatever it is that you're building, there's going to be things that you just can't be as involved with. Okay, so maybe you're saying no to parties. Maybe you're saying no to someone who wants to be in your life, but they can't get their shit together. Okay, but this can be coming from either end, whether it's your end or someone else's end. But mentally, you see that something was just bad judgment. Okay, so it's like you're moving past whatever that was. You're fed up. You don't want to deal with it anymore. You let it go. Last card, Empress card in the reverse. Yeah, guys, this was the same exact reading. Next time I'll be more careful so I don't have to do the same thing twice. But I mean, you know what? Everything happens for a reason. So there's something, guys, that's debilitating to you and you just can't take that anymore. Same exact reading, guys. So it shows, just with this, guys, and it was the same message as before, but there's something in your life that's holding you back, that's making you feel less than, that's making you question yourself, okay? And the truth of the matter is, guys, that there is so many shitty things in this world, and there's shitty people and there's shitty circumstances, and I totally get that. But if you are honestly just trying to do good for yourself, it doesn't matter what you've done in the past, it doesn't matter who you've been in the past, you owe it to yourself to be a good person, to do good things. So when you have someone who's trying to make you forget who you are, then you need to step up. And you need to remind yourself that you are able, you are capable, you are willing of doing anything that you want. This is a true test. I got to put these two videos together because it did cut me off, but I will remember this time, guys. But yeah, you have to be in a place where you can really just remind yourself who you are. And it was so funny because I know sometimes with the way Aquarians come off, sometimes we may seem cold or we may seem like we have a high wall up. But this is really going to be a time where people feel that way because that's what's happening. That's because you guys have to protect whatever it is that's coming in. Now, I'm going to pull you guys some cards of advice. I'm using the Wild Tarot Unknown for your advice and, you know, for the reading. But it was just so funny because I'm at a point where I realize, guys, it doesn't matter what you do in life. You could be, you know, the wealthiest, the most loving person, the most woke person, the most, you know, the most anything. But it doesn't mean that everyone's going to be on board. Okay. There's there's recently something that I had to get out of because the person's like, yo, you're literally not shit. Like you're not shit. You're nobody. And I'm just like, how can you say that to me, knowing that I have so many projects going on? Because it's things like that where it's, you have to remember who you are, guys. Not always, like, there's not always gonna be someone in your corner saying, oh, you're magnificent, you're great. You know, you guys could always watch my videos if you need that, but not everyone in the world is going to see what you're capable of. Not everyone in the world is going to see your potential. Whether it's their fear of you doing better than them or their fear because of their failures. But that's the biggest thing that holds us back from doing what we're meant to do, fear. So right now, there's something great that's coming in, and you know, you might be looking at it like, how is this even possible? How can I get this done? But it is going to get done, and you guys have to have that faith within yourself. And June, guys, every month, you know, brings in a new energy with whatever sign that, you know, we're celebrating, dealing with. So right now in our month of Gemini, what does that mean for us? That means miracles. That means manifestations that we didn't think were possible. That's, you know, us getting things faster than what we thought. Okay, now with the energy that you have here, you have the Seven of Pentacles in the verse, Eight of Wands in the verse. So something that was a waste of time and effort where you should just not be part of it. And once you decide to let this go, you got the Wheel of Fortune. So things move forward magnificently in the way that you may not have expected, but it really ends up benefiting you. All right, so let me clarify this. We have the World card, we have the Three of Cups, and the Nine of Swords. So this is where you guys are at now. You're worried, you're thinking, how do I get this done? Is this something that could be good for me? And it's showing that you literally, because of something that ends with the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, you get the World. This talks about a chapter closing, but it also talks about something incredible that's coming in. So your decision is going to bring you a lot of love, a lot of celebration, a lot of socializing. And it's so funny because I was, you know, let me pull your Oracle card while I talk about this so I can multitask here. But this happened to me like last week, that there was something that I was really waiting on, and like my heart and soul was just looking forward to this so much. And literally like 2 days before something was going to happen, and it was a couple days event, so it wasn't something that was just going to be like a moment in time. It was going to be a few days that this thing lasted, but 2 days before, I ended up canceling it. You know, my soul just told me something wasn't right with it, and I was really fucking upset. I was really, really upset, you know, but I'm the type of person at this point, when my heart says, Lissette, don't walk down that path, or, you know, something says, Lissette, avoid that boardwalk or whatever, I always do, and there's always things that I avoid. So something told me, Lissette, you can't let this happen, even though it's something I wanted so bad, guys, so fucking bad. So I called it off, and literally 2 days later, you know, I'm all in my feelings, and I'm just really, really upset. And let's just say that something that I didn't see myself having for at least 5-6 years, it kind of fell into my lap. And it's something that I didn't think that I could attain. And I'm like, yo, if I would have gone through with that, if I would have been around that energy, this would have never happened. And this has been a dream of mine since I was a little girl. I'm not going to tell you guys what it is just yet, but when everything is said and done and finalized, like, you know, it's going to be cool. But I'm just waiting for a card to fly out while I talk to you guys. There we go. But how y'all get the same cards? All right, one card is off, but it's the same thing. All right, so right now, guys, you know, there is something happening in your life where you're just not creating in the same way that you were. There's things that you're supposed to be doing right now that are unfolding in your life, but there's something that's kind of getting in the way. Now you have the purification card in the reverse. So when we see purification, you know, that's seeing things for what it is. It's a cleansing. So there's something that's literally dirtying your soul, that's making you feel shittier than what you need to, that's making you maybe question your worth or question your potential success, you know, in new areas in your life. So what is blocking that? Who or what is doing that? Because you guys, you know, once you're able to see that for what it is, you have the veiled card and the reversal. Instead of being veiled, you're seeing things now, and you release it, and that's when you can go on this quest. That's when you're in communion with yourself, and you're, you know, with this last card here, you're in communion with yourself, and you're really able to make things happen because you're living a life that's natural to you. So guys, I want you to be honest with yourselves, and I really want you to ask yourself a question, Aquarius. Is there anyone or anything around you that makes you feel less than? You know what you're good at. You know what people praise you for, or what they have praised you for in the past. Is there a sense of that not happening around certain people? And you have to ask yourself why. With the situation that I personally was in, just the energies that I was going to be around, I don't know why, but you know, it's just like when I was around the certain energies, I wasn't able to articulate myself as well. I wasn't able to shine as much. I wasn't able to really be who I truly am. And it's not because, you know, I was scared to or anything like that. It's just because I knew it wouldn't have been received in a good way. And this is going to be a time in all of our lives, guys, where so much shit is happening, but in a good way, where you're able to manifest so much that it does not make sense to allow anyone or anything in your life that's going to make you feel like you ain't shit. Okay? Every single person that you look at is going to think some negative thought of themselves. Everyone is insecure in some way, shape, or form. Everyone has a battle that they're going through. Everyone has something that has hurt them in the past. We have all gone through it, and I'm tired, and I don't have the energy to be the person that makes you feel worse. You know, so that's what it is, guys. So if there's someone that's literally going out of their way, or there's something that it's unnecessary, but yet here it is, and here it is happening, get yourself the fuck out of that. That is low vibration. If someone is going out of your way to be, you know, out of their way to be malicious, if someone is going out of their way to make you feel like shit, or maybe someone's not going out of their way at all and you ain't shit to them, whatever it is, if it's too much shit or if you ain't shit, you can't be part of either of that. Aquarius, stay away from anything that doesn't remind you of how powerful you are right now. Okay? I love you guys so much. And as a reminder, I do post daily energies every day on Instagram, High Vibrations 44. I also do offer personal reading, guys. So it's either 30-minute reading you can get at the moment, or you can get a question option. So there's no limit on how many questions you could ask at once. And then with the 30-minute reading, just select the day that you want on the calendar. And then there are emergency readings because I feel like it's booked into... I'm pretty much booked till July for now, guys. I think there's a few days left in July. But once I get caught up and everything, I may open a few slots. But for now, if you do want a reading, first come, first serve. So get yourself in there. I do offer emergency readings if you don't want to wait that long. But yeah, I'm here, guys. I love you. And I have been letting everyone know that I'm getting to the point where if it's not me tremendously cutting back on readings, I might just stop altogether. In regards to personal readings, I'll still be on YouTube, but yeah, a lot's going to be changing in my life within the next few months, and I'm just not going to have the same amount of time. So I really just want to spend more time with my family, with my son, and really just focus on him and making sure that he's the most amazing person that ever came out of me. All right, he's the only person that ever came out of me, but whatever. All right, guys, I love you guys, and I will be back with your mid-month readings. Take care, Aquarius.